Hello, hello, friends. Time to kick off our next session for the day. Joining me up on stage, we have Gina. Gina is the co founder and CEO of Stay AI, where her work focuses on enhancing brands' online presence and boosting revenue through advanced subscription models. Prior to Stay AI, Gina co founded Lunar Solar Group, leveraging her experience in lifecycle and retention programs to drive LTV for top D2C brands. I am so excited for today's session. I know we have many brands joining us who either have a subscription offering or are exploring subscription offerings. So, Gina, welcome to the stage. I think you are muted and camera off, my love. If you want to go ahead and there we go. Perfect.
I'm here. I've arrived. Hey
Amazing.
guys.
Yes, thank you so much for joining us today, Gina. Feel free to pull up your screen and the stage is all yours.
Awesome.
Oh,
Chat with everybody about some last minute Black Friday prep. I think I posted on LinkedIn yesterday. If you are just kind of getting to the Black Friday prep now, that's okay. It's not too late. After today, I fear it might be. So good thing y'all are here. And let's get into it. So what we are going to cover today is how to optimize existing subscribers over the holiday period, the tools that you can use to break down churn and boost AOV, how to think about acquiring new subscribers over the Black Friday, Cyber Monday period, and then also win backs, passive churn, things you should be thinking about that maybe you're not right now. And also, who am I? I'm Gina. I'm one of the co-founders of Lunar Solar Group. I ran our retention team there, and then 3 years ago, spun out to start Stay AI, which is a pretty awesome subscription tool in the Shopify ecosystem. If you're not familiar, I'm a longtime retention marketer, so I've got about 10 plus years in retention marketing. I'm a local New Yorker, and I am a big time snowboarder. So if anybody wants to do a little like D2C snowboard trip this year, please call me up. So first I'm going to start with the tools that we've got. What can we work with? What should you be turning on and off really throughout the entire year? And then I'll also hit on how they can be useful during the sale period. So if you are a subscription brand, first thing I would say, in-portal banners. If you don't know what an in-portal banner is, with Stay, they're very, very easy to turn on. So what you're going to do is you can drop any creative that you want. Think about like when you're making kind of the headline of an email, drop in a piece of creative, and then you can link out to something outside of your customer portal or to add a link to add a product. So some of the portals or examples that we've pulled here, you can see the Olipop one where you can take 30% off. You can add an extra product. Vita Coco is giving you a little bit more information. They're giving you a promo code on your next order. I think that brands should always have something in their customer portal. I think there should always be a banner. I personally think that creative should be refreshed almost every 30 days, like once a month. Once a quarter is fine. But even if you're just changing the way it looks and feels, when people log into the portal, if they just see something a little bit fresh, it might catch their eye. So even if it's the same messaging, just refresh the creative. Over the Black Friday period, you can use these banners to either push some type of exclusive offer that you've got going on. If maybe you typically do 15% off, subscribe and save, but the discount is bigger during the Black Friday period. If you have the promo code that people need to apply, you can make a banner about that and tell them what the promo code is. You can also push some type of exclusive Black Friday bundle or tool or something. Use these banners, call attention to what you have new that's going on. I think that people really think like, oh, no one sees that. They go into the portal for this. We see an average of a 4% click rate of total clicks for people that click on things within the portal actually do click on these banners, which is pretty high for a portal where people are probably going in to modify their subscription. So it is a good chance to not distract people from what they're originally trying to do, but if they did come in to skip or cancel, to grab their attention and maybe swap their product to something else. So the next thing would be our add-on carousel. So most subscription tools have somewhere where you can add extra products. Don't just set this up when you first kind of create your subscription portal, whenever you onboard your new tech or you refresh it. Think about what's sitting in your portal and what these add-on products are at least once a quarter, if not once a month. This is a good time to load in maybe some like feature like limited time SKUs. So Ouroboros I've got pulled up is a great example. They sometimes will do a like holiday flavor, a limited time flavor that's not going to be part of their catalog ongoing. Usually you wouldn't see a brand add that to their subscription portal because they just put their reoccurring products there. What I love about Ouroboros is they will load in as one-time add-ons any of these limited time flavors. So for me, I'm a subscriber to them. I get their variety pack. I have it on subscription, but I'll come in here and anytime there's like a new flavor, I just want to try it once, I'll add it as a one-time add-on. And they also extend the discount. So you'll see here cases are typically $33 if you just buy them on the site. But if you're a subscriber, even if you're buying like a limited time flavor, you can get your subscription discount on that flavor. So it's like an extra perk for you to go and get. So I do also love that. Do not sleep on the add-on carousel. Make sure that you're updating that and think about even the products that aren't normal subscriber products. You can, yeah, give exclusive discounts, whatever you want in here. We'll talk about it a bit as I go through like what to do exclusively through Black Friday, but putting in special products, special bundles, swapping things in and out, we make it really, really easy. So don't think this is like a big headache to update these products and get in there. Again, keep the portal fresh. People go in there more than you would think. The next tool I want to talk about is Experience Engine. If you're not familiar with Experience Engine, what it allows you to do is target strategic points throughout the customer journey to test and determine if a free gift would impact churn. I think our most notable case study would be our case study with Avi, where they launched free gifts on orders number 2, 3, and 4. On order number 2, they saw an 80% increase on customers actually getting to that second order when they were told that they were going to have a gift versus not. This, again, stuff that you should be testing all year long to understand at what point a free gift might actually influence somebody. I think a really interesting point of this test was that on the third order, that increase slipped to only 15% increase, which is still significant and still great. A lot of brands would take a 15% increase in getting somebody to the next order to offer a free gift, especially when the cost of that gift isn't a ton. But by the time they got to the fourth order, there was almost no impact in increase. So that's something to think about. Again, if you've never used a tool like Experience Engine before, you should absolutely be looking at the different order numbers, where people are coming in, where we can kind of cut down churn and get people to that next order number. Another thing that you can do through Experience Engine would be to A/B test what different upsell items are or discounts to offer to subscribers. You'll see here in the Life Boost example, we've got they're testing pumpkin spice versus espresso as different upsells. You could also test maybe like pumpkin spice at $14 off versus $12 off and see if the take rate is any different there. But these are things that you can do throughout the course of the year, and they kind of help educate like through the A/B test what you should be pushing during your highest traffic times. The next thing I want to talk about is quick actions. I think quick actions are not used nearly enough. You through Stay and through a lot of the other apps, they all provide quick actions. You can do things like apply discount, add item, order now for positive engagement. So the way that a quick action would work is through the Stay platform. You can go in and you can say, "Hey, I want this quick action. I want this quick action to work for Klaviyo. I want it to work for Postscript. I want it to work for Attentive." Whatever the email or SMS tool is, and then you can put a link right within an email or an SMS that says, click this and get this item, and it'll apply a discount to the item. So think about the example I said before, where when we get people into the portal, maybe somebody who's on subscription, we say, "Hey, as a subscriber perk, add this item, for 50% off to your upcoming order." I think what would be a slam dunk for a brand that maybe doesn't want to do a heavy discount on like their core products, but has some other like one-time products or things like that, could be like every day of the holiday picking a different product to do like a quick flash sale on to add it to your upcoming subscription order for some type of a steep discount. Switching that out, doing a different promo every day could be really fun and really engaging for your subscribers. On the other side, you also want to make sure that you're using quick actions in any type of reactivation flows. I'll talk about win back flows later, but if you have any type of email or text message going out to somebody who has canceled their subscription, make sure that you have some type of quick action. So it's 1 to 2 clicks for them to reactivate their subscription and apply a discount on their upcoming order. Next tool, one of my favorites, is Retention Engine. Retention Engine allows you to cut down on churn. So it is a cancellation survey that uses a live learning model to continuously improve its performance. So you want to make sure that you have a cancellation setup survey set up first. If you don't have one, please go do that today. Make sure that you know why subscribers are canceling. If you're not sure where to start, most of the platforms, including Say, will have some like default responses to put up for you. So get some of those things up, and you can always change it down the road as you start to get feedback, as you start to go through other, like, see kind of what people are saying. You can change these. Black Friday, Cyber Monday tip: if you are planning on offering a bigger sale than you usually do on subscription, or like if subscription is going to be the best deal on your site, please add a cancellation reason that says, I just applied for the discount. So that way you're able to track that and see, like, did we get a lot of churn because people just subscribed over the holiday period? Okay, so now that I've kind of talked about the tool set that you have, here's the best way I think to keep subscribers really engaged over the holiday period. So, one of the biggest goals is protecting existing subscribers from sales related churn. If I'm a subscriber and I get 15% off my subscription, and then I realize that on site everything is 30% off right now, I'm probably going to go cancel my subscription, stock up on the site, and I will reactivate when I eventually run out of product, but I don't want my order to process during the sale period where I get a worse discount than everyone else who's buying for the first time is getting on the site. So, a couple of different things that you can do there is you can match the site sale at a minimum or go above it. I kind of approach this, and there's three different ways that you can do that. The most aggressive way, like most transparent, aggressive way, would be auto applying a discount code to all subscriptions that are set to fire over the sale period when you're going to have a sale on site that would match the discount. So there's zero that your customers would zero action your customers would need to take, enabled, like, so that way nobody gets their order processed for more than it would have been during the sale. A lot of brands don't love that because they're like, if customers weren't looking, we don't want to just give away margin on everything, which I totally understand. The next step down from that would be to send an email to all customers who are on subscription and give them the option of applying a discount code. If they wanted to take the initiative and log in and apply that discount code, that would then match what you have on site. So that way you don't get anybody who is kind of shopping the site and get any sale related churn. The lowest level of that, which I think is kind of the minimum that I tell brands to do, is use the importal banner to say, hey, like, now that you're here, subscribers actually get a better deal than what's on the site, or the same deal of what's on the site. Use this promo code right here in your portal on your next order, and it will give you like a matching. So if it's 30%, but you're on the site, but it's usually 15% subscribe and save, it's a discount code that's going to stack on top of what they already have. So that way you're able to offer them that. Something else you could do, if you're not a big discount brand, and some brands aren't, maybe you have a free gift for people who buy on the site. You can also offer an exclusive Black Friday, Cyber Monday gift. You can do a gift plus a discount. There's different ways you can get creative, but make sure that you're using a banner or something in the site. That way, if somebody goes in, it's just not a great experience to see that the site has 30% off and that there's nothing for subscribers besides the standard subscribe and save 15. So you definitely want to think through that and what you want to do. The next would be upsell opportunities to boost AOV during the sale period. So I talk to a lot of brands that are like, okay, but if we're gonna, email everyone and let them take, the extra 15% off on their subscription order, how do we kind of protect our AOV, especially with subscribers who might just be subscribed to one item? And that would be through some type of upsell, cross sell opportunities. So brands that I think absolutely crush this are ones who put some type of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, like exclusive product or bundle in their portal. So, or send a quick action about it. Put it in the portal, do some type of targeted thing here where people who are on subscription can add this extra item that is the Black Friday special item to their upcoming order. If you have the time to do merch, at this point, you might not be able to get merch printed, but maybe you can. Something like that, that's like exclusive to the Black Friday, Cyber Monday period, is is a slam dunk. Another option again would be some type of like bundle or something that you're putting it together where people can add it. You can also provide exclusive discounts that are unavailable to shoppers on the site. So I've seen brands go as far as saying like the best subscription or the best discount for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or the best products or anything like that is only going to be available through the subscriber portal. So maybe if you shop on the site, it's 30% off, but everything in your customer portal is actually 40% off. So there's a better discount code in there. There's, things are marked down. That's another great way to get people into subscription or get people excited about your subscription program and really make subscribers feel special. So that way you constantly are cutting down on any like holiday focused like sale churn in the future. Oh yes, and then adding the special items to reward your subscribers. I think we already chatted about that. And then new subscribers during Black Friday, Cyber Monday. This is another thing that I get asked a ton. How do we acquire new subscribers? Is it just the discount? What do we do? Like, how do we set this up? Because it can be a little tricky figuring out what you want to offer. And I always ask people, like, so do you want them just to get a better discount on the first order, or do you want that to be forever? Like, are you saying, hey, subscribe during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and always get 30% off as opposed to 15? Or is it just that first order you get 30 and then it flips to 15? And how do we want to set that up? What's the best way for you? There is no best way in general. It really depends on the brand and what they want to get out of it. So if you want to offer a one-time discount like on that first order so that it matches everything, so typically you're going to have 15% off subscribe and save, but during Black Friday it's going to be 30. You can just do it on the entry offer. You can do it with an automatic discount code. And the way that you set that up is through Shopify. You say, and you put in your settings, hey, through this date, automatically apply when like just for subscription products, offer an extra 15% off. This means that you don't have to change your selling plan. You don't have to go into your subscription platform. You don't have to go to Stay, change everything, and like worry about that impacting anything else. It is a cleaner way if you just want to offer that one time. The only thing there is depending on your product catalog. If all of the subscription products kind of have different discounts on them, it can be a little tricky to find the correct one-time codes to make everything match up. But it's worth the hour in Excel you'll probably take trying to map out, what products should have what discount codes and how do we make that work and make sure that the codes don't stack or do stack on top of it to get the right code and the total volume there, especially if you just want it to be on that first time order. Your second option for setting up discounts over Black Friday would be to totally change the selling plan. So what you can do there is if you were going to say, hey, Gina, I want everyone to always, if you subscribe during Black Friday, you always get 30% off your subscription. Then I would say actually go into your subscription platform, change the selling plan. That way you lock subscribers into that discounted rate. They subscribe with it. I'm throwing a lot out there. It is hard without actually digging in. We have a wonderful blog post about this. If you do have questions about how to set up discount codes over Black Friday and what those, how things should be and how to set it up to make sure that the plan makes sense for you, please reach out to us. We are happy to help there and then point you in the right direction because we deal with this a lot. Next thing, I know that I had mentioned this before, please update your cancellation surveys if you are going to be offering or really pushing people into subscription over the holiday period. So right before Black Friday starts, right before that discount code goes on, go into your cancellation survey and say, like, make one of the cancellation options, I just subscribed for the Black Friday, Cyber Monday discount. You might be like, oh, like, I don't want to put that in people's heads. Like, people, no, please do it because you need to know next year. Did people just subscribe for the discount and then did they immediately cancel? This is also going to help you kind of pull that segment of customers into a group and say, like, okay, do we want to offer this? Is the churn really worth the steep discount on the acquisition for the new subscribers that we got? The second part of that is make sure that the treatments are relevant for if someone says that. So as much as you have to go in and add a new cancellation reason, make sure that you have a treatment and decide on what you want those treatments to be. If you went and your logic was, okay, we're going to offer 30% off for everybody shopping over this period, but then the subscribe and save is going to go back to 15% off. If somebody then goes to cancel, they said, I can't afford it because I just wanted the Black Friday, Cyber Monday discount. Do you want to offer them a second discount? Is it worth it? Does that make sense for you? And that's a brand by brand decision, but something that I encourage you to think about before going into the sale period. If you are thinking about this after Black Friday, Cyber Monday has ended, it's a little bit too late and the data is going to be a little skewed because you will have same day cancellations. I wish that nobody ever did, but people will subscribe to get the better discount and then immediately go in. Hopefully, not a ton of people, but it will happen. And it's much easier on the brand if you are able to track that. So, again, you want to put in the right treatments. You really want to understand their rationale. Why did they subscribe in the first place? Why are they canceling so soon? And make sure that the treatments make sense. So then last piece is win backs and passive churn. So I think that going into Black Friday, especially if you are going to do something great for subscribers, is a great way to win back canceled subscribers. You can segment out, you can go into your ESP and pull a list. Okay, who everyone that is canceled in the last, X amount of time or has ever had a subscription and canceled overall time. Let's use quick actions. Let's use some of the tools that we talked about today to help win back these customers and reactivate them. I saw a brand running something super clever where they said they were going to only be offering special gifts or special discounts to customers that are subscribers over Black Friday. And then they sent out an email to all of their customers that weren't subscribers and then all canceled subscribers. And basically with a quick action to reactivate, and it had a ton of success. So don't be afraid to do that if you're looking for a good way to get subscribers back in now prior to the holiday period. Send out a campaign to all canceled. Say there's going to be something special. Please make sure you do have something special planned for them. Don't just lie to get them to subscribe again, but have something planned in the portal, some type of, either limited time product, an extra incentive, a discount, whatever, a free gift, and win those customers back early. The next thing during that period, again, make sure that you have some type of special stuff going on. If somebody churns after Black Friday, what is that plan? Are you going to do maybe a special email in Klaviyo or whatever ESP you're using that is segmenting off cancellation reason? And if somebody does fully cancel because they just wanted the Black Friday Cyber Monday deals, like what's the plan there? Are we, if we weren't able to win them back directly in the portal and they did cancel, are we going to hit them up 30 days later? Are we going to, talk to them after? Make sure that you have a plan for that, because as much as I wish nobody would ever cancel their subscription, people do. That's why we have tools for it and why you want to have a strategy around it. And then the last part is actually passive churn. So probably the less sexy, but finally getting its time in the sun. We're seeing people talk about dunning more often. So Stay recently came out with a tool called Smart Dunning. What we are doing is we are looking at cancellation reasons and when is it the best, or sorry, not cancellation reasons, payment failure reasons, and when it is the best time to retry that credit card. So I'm sure you've all had that moment where you're shopping in a store, you go to buy something, maybe in the Apple store or somewhere where it's a purchase that's a little bit larger than you usually buy, and your credit card fails. And they have to rerun the credit card, and it's like the most embarrassing 30 seconds of your life. If that's just me, this is my moment of vulnerability. But yes, that happens to me at least once during the course of the year. Credit card failures do spike during this period. We see a lot of spending that's just very, very different than how people spend throughout the rest of the year. So credit card failures will happen. We will see a spike. Make sure you're checking and you have some type of dunning turned on for any of these reoccurring payments. So if you have, 1,000 orders queued up to go over this period, there's a good chance that, 10% of them have some type of failure on the first try. As long as you have some type of dunning turned on, you'll probably get them on the second or third try in recovery here, but keep an eye on it. Make sure you have dunning set up. In Stay, again, we now have Smart Dunning, which will basically look at the failure reason on the card and then retry it based on the best time to retry for that cancel reason. Again, just don't sleep on this. Review it. Especially for brands at scale, this can make up a huge chunk of revenue. And if you have something in your settings like, retry twice every 6 days, that is simply not enough. You should be retrying, every 3 days, 2 days, but something in that window. And you should be trying at least like 6 times because things can happen, especially with insufficient funds around this period. People are overspending. They don't remember to refill one of the cards or something like that. They have hooked up to the subscription. You don't want the subscription to go through and cancel out because it's reached the maximum number of retries. So that is those are my tips. Last part of my chat today is a giveaway. So we are giving away $75 in goodies from some of my favorite brands, my favorite subscriptions that I cannot live without. Olipop, Feels, and Magic Spoon. So please go ahead, scan this code right here to enter our giveaway. Awesome. And that is what I have for you guys today.
Amazing. Thank you so much, Gina. Changing things up. So everyone who's tuning in right now, go ahead and scan that QR code so you can enter the giveaway to win a $75 in goodies, which is so exciting. There's so many amazing things there. I love all of these items here. Magic Spoon is constantly in my pantry, and Olipop is fantastic, specifically the strawberry vanilla. So good. Amazing. Well, thank you so much for joining us today, Gina. It has been such a pleasure. If you could go ahead and drop your email in the chat. So for anyone who has any additional questions for Gina, or if y'all want to chat with her about signing up with Stay, feel free to connect with her. Their team is amazing. And it was such a pleasure having you join us today, Gina.
Awesome. Thanks so much for having me.
Amazing. We'll chat soon. Bye, love.
Bye.
Okay, friends, we're going to move on to the next session, and I will see you there shortly.